Actresses. Her new film is called Jennifer's Body. It's a thriller. It opens on Friday, and here's the lovely Megan Fox.
It's not even possible.
Kind of reminds me of the old days with you and Megan.
Yes, yes. Megan and I used to work together on a sitcom called Hope and Faith. Megan, what have you been doing since then?
Just becoming the biggest star in Hollywood, that's all.
Well,
Anyway.
I had a feeling, I mean, we all like to take credit for Megan, of course, as I'm sure so does your family, but, you know, looking back as a teenager on the set of Hope and Faith, you had a star quality and you were brilliantly funny. I don't know if a lot of people even know how funny you are, but I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
But she was unhappy here living in New York, you know, and it takes a big adjustment to get used to living in New York.
Right.
Sometimes you wouldn't leave your apartment, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that I was unhappy. I had grown up in Florida, and I just turned 18. Somebody's from Florida? Yeah. I just turned 18, and I came out here, and I was sort of overwhelmed with the city, and I didn't know that you could, like, have groceries delivered or have food delivered. I didn't know, so when it was winter time, I was also not used to the weather, and it would be hailing and storming, and there were no cabs available. I couldn't get to the grocery store, and so I would just sort of sit in my apartment and wait until work came so that I could go eat on set.
I'd watch her come in, I'm like, does Megan look thin to you?
Yeah.
And now you can't go anywhere without those paparazzis chasing you down the street.
Yeah, but I don't have it as bad as, like, you know, Britney or somebody that's super mega famous. But I feel like everybody, if you're in the industry, you get followed now, and it's not, you know, it's not fun. But it's hard to explain to people that haven't lived it yet. It sounds like you're complaining about.
No, you're not.
But you seem like you handle it very well. Like, I never see you angry with people. Like, you seem like you just sort of go about your business and go through your life.
Yeah, I try. There have been a couple of times it's been invasive when you're trying to, you know, being with your kids and.
Sure. But you're all over the internet. You're on Facebook, Twitter.
But they're not real pages. I don't have.
So those are impersonators of you.
I don't.
You
have
mean
Facebook.
So when you friended me, you weren't really friending me?
I don't have MySpace or Twitter or Facebook or any of that. So those
But there
are
are people impersonating her?
Yeah, didn't somebody just impersonate you?
Yeah, people impersonate
Who
us.
impersonates you?
Well, on our Twitter page, there's a fake you and me communicating
Somebody's
with us.
impersonating me?
Yes, us, yeah.
And they send messages to people all day long about, like, what they're doing with their day, and as you, but it's not you.
I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah.
How about that stops?
You can't. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's really like a scary thing now, because I feel like, I mean, when I got into the industry, there was People magazine. That was like the entertainment magazine, and then there was like the Star magazine. But now there's so many, and there's so many media outlets on the computer and everything. It's going to be very hard to be a young movie star in the middle of all of that.
Yeah, I think with the internet, the media, the entertainment industry has changed completely from what it was in the 90s, and there's really no privacy anywhere, especially with cell phone cameras, and you can't, everybody's a spy, everybody's a paparazzi, and you know, it's difficult to live in that, but you do. It's part of the job.
You're quite busy this week, especially with all the appearances for the new movie, and then you're hosting Saturday Night Live Saturday night. Huh? Well, good for you.
I've done it, yeah. Oh my gosh. Are you nervous?
I'm so nervous.
I think it's, I mean, to me, it was like the scariest thing I've ever done.
Oh, and you're not afraid of speaking in front of crowds either.
You're going to have the best time. They really take care of you there. Just let them take care of you, and you won't fail. You're so good. You're so funny, too. I'm glad that people get a chance to see how funny you are.
Thank you. I'm terrified.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Plus, not only Saturday Night Live, but all kinds of new movies coming out, right? One with Mickey Rourke.
I'm getting ready to film that in October, yeah. It's sort of it's a 50s period piece, and he plays a trumpet player who, you know, develops a drug addiction and loses his fame and loses his career. And he comes across me, and I'm touring with the circus. I'm one of the freaks in the circus.
You're a freak?
Yeah, circus freak. I'm a bird girl. I have giant wings that have grown out of my back. When I went through puberty, I sprouted giant wings. And so people come and pay to view her and look at her, and she basically lives her life in a glass box.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kind of a sad role, but...
Sure, but it's a love, it's like this twisted, really interesting, heart-wrenching love story.
This? The whole world's ahead of her right now, you know. She's really there, beginning a terrific career. We'll come right back with Megan.